There we go. Hey folks, Quilly Team here, and welcome to another Football Manager Mondays. It's Management Mondays. We're doing Football Manager here. Is it just me, or is the screen size all fucked? Why is that? That's weird. Let me just reset the transform on this. Now I'm really worried about the videos I recorded yesterday. Were they all fucked? Hang on a sec. It's gonna sound real weird for a second because there's gonna be a CK3 video loading in the background. No, it was fine. So literally the last thing I record on OBS is okay. But for some reason the game capture window here was effed. Alright, we're all good. Everything's fine. Hey everybody, happy Monday. Don't have my hat on yet. Running a little bit late today, so my hair's still damp from the shower. So I want to let that dry a bit before I throw on the cap. Yeah, the Football Manager VODs are going to be uploaded on YouTube hopefully soon. The other thing I want to do is I want to do an edit of some of my my more exuberant reactions to some of what has happened in some of our matches. I think that's going to be a very fun video. So hopefully we're going to get them up soon. As is now, you can watch the VOD still on Twitch, but I do want to get them up on YouTube. I might edit them like so it's like one game per video or something. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that necessarily. Hey, Skycraft! Croft, happy you could be here. Ranger says, at least you don't have to go outside with wet hair. Yeah, because right now the hair would freeze like instantly, which is always kind of a fun but odd feeling when you've got literal icicles in your hair. It's very bizarre. We did, Avenger earlier, I was gonna say, I'm scrolling back here because there was a question I saw that I wanted to answer. Avenger asked about, you know, the, like the deadline, the transfer deadline date, which we have just gone past. In theory, depending on the settings, you might not always have a transfer date when you start a save. Here we've already made a few changes, mostly as a result of loans, and I didn't want to overwhelm the team with too many other changes. Plus, I want to try to keep our finances a little bit under control, if at all possible. Profanity start early, no drama in the game yet, and Quill is already dropping F-bombs. Was that about the camera? It might have been. It might have been. Highlight reel of all your exuberant reactions. Dun, dun, dun. Careful going out with frozen hair. It can break off and leave you with a very nasty hairdo. Did you watch the game yesterday? What game? I know there was some, like, American, like, hand egg stuff yesterday, right? It's not the Super Bowl yet. Was it to determine who goes to the Super Bowl or something? Or was it the Super Bowl? Yeah, I don't know. I clearly didn't watch it. Oh, there was some foot soccer ball, and I didn't watch it, but I did see a post about the results. Canada winning 2-0. Is that the men's foot soccer ball? I should definitely go back and see if I can find a recording or something like that. Okay. Oh, was it the World Cup qualifier? Is that what it was? I don't know. Does that mean Canada's in the World Cup? Or is it still part of the qualifyings? Some handball yesterday. I remember when I think it was in Denmark. I can't remember, but I think it was in Denmark where we went into a little pub when we were there, and there was handball being played on TV, and I'd never seen that before. I had no idea that was a sport. I'm watching, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And they're like, yeah, it's handball. Apparently really popular in Scandinavia. Maybe a few other Northern European countries, but yeah, really otherwise, no. Kind of crazy. Canada's really close to going to Qatar. All right. Super Bowl in 2 weeks from yesterday. Okay. And Canada is like 99% qualified now. Okay, so yeah, unless there's like some weird like ties and weird like, you know, goal differential stuff, they're basically in. That's cool. And balls are really popular in most of France, or most of Europe. And Planko Seals is also popular in France and Spain. Okay. Yeah, I had no idea it was a thing until I saw it on TV. I was like, all right, cool. All right, folks, we are here to play Football Manager. Now, last week was a bit of a disappointment. One of the games was, I think, an outright, like, proper disappointing result. The other one, we lost, but here's the thing. We went in expecting to lose. It was an away game against a much better team. We were expecting to lose. So why was it so disappointing? Because for a while there, it looked like we were going to win. And it was only because of some last-minute upset stuff that we lost. And so we shouldn't really let that loss color things. Because, in a sense, that was much better performance than we expected. Much, much better than we expected. So it doesn't mean necessarily because of that we should throw out the tactics. But overall, things have been not quite as good as I would hope. I mean, we are a pretty low-ranked team in the current championship and things like that. So things, you know, we shouldn't expect, like, miraculous behavior. But it didn't feel very good. So at the end of last stream, we did muck around with a new strategy. No, which is not this one. It's the, we mucked around this, a 4-1-3-1-1 kind of strategy. And I said I would take more looks at things because I wasn't really happy with it. Because one of the things we have is we do have a lot of strikers. We have a lot of strikers on our team. And so I was looking at different ideas and I was reading posts on like, what's the current state of the match engine in Football Manager 22. Someone told me that in the current match engine, defensive line that sits further back is like not very good. Like it leads to really bad results in Football Manager 22's match engine. I wasn't able to find anything online to confirm that. So I don't know if that's the case or not. But did some more reading on strategies and tactics, like, you know, especially just in terms of formations that seem to work fairly well in this match engine. And there was lots of different things to choose from. And I was sort of looking at the idea of like a 3-striker kind of setup. And I did find a few people in a few different places talking about a 3-4-3 kind of deal that might work. And what's interesting about the 3-4-3, there's 2 ways we could morph this if we're not happy with how this is. First of all, we could take one of the midfielders and move them back and go with a 4 wide, you know, maybe 2 central defenders and then a couple of fullbacks over here or something like that. So have a 4-3-3 instead. The other thing we could do instead is we could leave things, you know, in the center about the same, but we could move the 2 wingers back and have a kind of a 5-2-3, or they could even be sort of in this middle position over here. Right here instead, and sort of a 3-2-3, but really it would I would still call it a 5-2-3, just with the wingers being a little further forward, more of a wingback kind of position than a fullback. And so there's a couple of different ways we can morph this tactic depending on how things feel. I'm gonna go into this game going today. Oh, hey, Helco. Okay, chat. When I say air, you say United. Okay, here it goes. Air. We'll have to wait for chat lag to happen, but I kind of like the idea of cheers in chat. One of the favorite things about any like live sports thingy, and especially foot soccer ball, are the chants and things that fans come up with. Now, some of them, as it turns out, are kind of crude. Maybe we shouldn't look at those. But there's a lot of really fun, witty ones, and if we could somehow like adapt that to Twitch chat, that would be really entertaining. Yeah, British chat's the best. Yeah, well, I remember going to my first live foot soccer ball at Somerset Park, watching Ayr United, and yeah, there were some pretty shocking chants going on. Words that, you know, me at the time, I was you know, mid-30s, something like that. I didn't feel I should be hearing, let alone the kids that were also at the game. But I guess that's part of the experience. I think we still don't scream loud enough to reach Quill. Well, luckily, I scream loud enough for you guys. Anyway, we're going to try something like this, because again, we do have lots of strikers, and it'll be interesting to see how it goes. We had a 2-week break to really work in a lot of practice. The familiarity is not bad here. In fact, the familiarity, I think if we go to the training screen, no, there's another screen somewhere that shows the familiarity of all the tactics. Well, I guess we can sort of see it here. And as it turns out, actually, did we lose familiarity in like a style of marking over here? I'm not sure. Anyway, the 3-4-3 familiarity is pretty high up there, which is good. We've also, you know, we've gotten some new people in on loan who should be pretty good. Here's Halco again saying air. Thanks, Halco. That's God, this is neat. This is so nifty. Yeah, we got a few loaners. So we haven't done any true transfers. We haven't hired anyone in or anything like that, or changed any of the contracts. One exception, I think, Andy Murdoch. I did renew his contract because it was wearing down in a few months, and it's definitely someone I'd like to stick around. I was reminded of it when I was advancing through the 2-week training period here, about Andy Murdoch. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's re-sign him. His performance hasn't been tremendous the last few games, but that's probably just because lots of things weren't really working out overall. But he is very good. He, is one of the best players on our team, really. So we'll see how that gets. I forgot that Sakel is slightly hurt. Let's actually bring Adelaide in here. Do something like that. I think Sakel took a slight injury in training, like a bruised knee or something. He was only out for a day or two, but maybe we'll go ahead and let him recover completely. If we give him the additional training, yeah, there's no rehab things to do for him, so he's going to be okay. And Aaron Muirhead over here did take a substantial injury. He broke his leg, and he's going to be out for a while. We did send him to a specialist to try to make that a little bit faster, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Did you recruit any player from the school, from the team you work with? Oh, from our partner team, Brunley, something like that. Burnley. And yeah, the answer is yes. So Anthony Gomez Mancini over here is from Burnley. I think there was another one as well. So in total, you've got 4 players on loan, which I believe is the maximum allowed by the league. So we got Max. So we had Afolabi and Maxwell over here. Well, his name's actually Maxwell. We had them already as part of our team on loan at the start. But we've picked up Gomez Mancini and Max Thompson over here to give us a little bit more oomph, and we're definitely going to be looking to that. We're going to start Mancini. We're probably going to fold in Thompson as the game goes. He is one of the strikers up here. He doesn't have a ton of match sharpness right now, which is why I'm not starting him. Well, he says he's losing sharpness. Hopefully we can get him there. You can see morale's not fantastic all the way through. We've had a few hard knocks, and I have promised the team to not be quite as aggro in the dressing room between, during halftime. Less throwing of water bottles. We're going to try to refrain from that. So we'll see how it goes. And yeah, Michael Miller down here is away on loan. So the one downside over here is Finn Ekrapont, which is one of my promising youngsters. We're not currently playing the position that he's really set up for. So he might not get quite as much playing time as we were hoping, but he can still maybe sub in on the midfield left, or the center backs over here, and maybe we'll do some cross training for him. Well, I've got him set up. I think I'm getting him set up to cross train on this left wing position for now, just to hopefully bring him back in. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, we can probably go ahead and jump into our first match here. Relatively okay with things. Training went pretty well. I did go and I tweaked the training to make sure that we were, I guess I can't really check the intensity overall, but you can see there, you can see the training intensity. You can see I was slowly weaning it down as we go into this matches, because we've got this match against Clyde today, but then in 2 days, well, we got a 2-day break and then we get another match. So this match against Clyde theoretically should be an easier match. Clyde is a League 1 team, so 1 league below us, and it's a cup match. Hopefully we'll do well. We could really use a morale boost. Speaking of, holy crap, man. Thank you very much, Mr. D. Mr. D, or MRD, or Murd. It sounds like a rude word in French. Or what you say, so in English, when you're, some actors are going on stage, you're not supposed to wish them luck. You're supposed to say break a leg. Well, in French, it's merde. Sorry. I went like 15 different ways with your name here. Mr. D, thank you very much. I'm going to go with Mr. D because I kind of like the way that sounds. Thank you so much for that. Much appreciated. I'm sorry I mangled your name. But yes, there's a morale boost. You're right. We're going to, you know what we're going to do? We're going to have a pizza party for the team. That will make them super happy and super excited. Great donation. The transfers and water bottles fund. Yeah, I got to replace my water bottle. That's why I can't throw my water bottles anymore. I've broken them all. Anyway, so we're up against Clyde. It is going to be away, but we're really hoping we win this one. Even if we don't, I guess at least it'll be a good test and work, get some practice on our tactic, but we would really like to see a win finally. And then, yeah, right after, so this is on the 4th, and then on the 8th, we've got Raith over here. It's going to be a home match back in the championship, and Raith, I think, is a little higher ranked, so we'll see how they go. We got some more whiskey and chocolate. Anyway, we're gonna plan on jumping in here. Hey, Blingo's Hills! The bottle throwing will continue until morale improves. And then we have another one on the 11th. Maybe that's why I was thinking there was like, it was tight. Tight. Yeah, the 11th, you're right. So yeah, we have the 5th, 6th, 7th off, and then a game. Then we have the 9th, 10th off, and then a game. It's going to be a really brutal schedule over here. The one against Dunfermline is probably going to be super hard with everyone exhausted. Alco! Thank you very much! Oh, let's do our team meeting over here. Sure, we'll trigger some presses on these two. Hopefully it's not bad. We are going to keep it on balance just because that's what we're practicing here, but I kind of agree that positive is probably going to work. We might shift to positive at some point. We'll see how it goes. Interesting. Focus down the left. Oh, we're moving this instruction. We'll move it. So I do have it set with our tactic to focus on the left and right flanks, just to try to set it a little wide for some crosses. We'll see how it works, though. Yeah, we're not going to make any more changes. We're going to go with the team as is. This is going to be the starting team that we've got going on here. Hopefully Moffat can deliver, and we don't... I don't know. We might try to renew his contract one more time, because it does expire in March of next year. So he's only here for another few months. But at some point, like you can see his physical stats are trying to degrade. We might sign him for one more year. Michael Moffat, 36 years old. We might sign him for one more year, but at a certain point, it's not really going to work out for us. It'd be nice if we could shift him over to some sort of coach or something. I wish my hair could dry. Well, you know what? It's fairly dry. Let's get our hat on. We can't go into the game without being properly dressed. Ooh, there's some dust on here. Hold on. There. All right, now let's do the wave in chat. Okay, a couple of people, yes, lacking some match sharpness. It's just gonna have to be with it. Formation could expose us at the back. I'm a little worried about that. And actually, a lot of players are concerned about this. Maybe it should be 4 wise. Well, let's give this a go. I do have pass into space, which we didn't have before. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Moffat is due his Bionic upgrades. That would be gorgeous. All right, it's time to put an end to this poor run of form. Go out there and make it count. I like that. We've got some complacent players, which is no good. They think this match is going to be easy, which I don't like. Listen, there. I expect you to take control of the midfield out there. I didn't really do anything. I was expecting a little bit more. We shall see. All right, so we have a deep-lying playmaker in the center, so they're actually going to dip a little further back. So the idea is, if we pull open our tactics over here, can we get a visual representation of the tactics? I guess down here, a little bit. Which my head's not in the way. So Gomez Mancini is set to deep-lying playmaker, so he is going to sit a little further back. Some of the time. So theoretically, the defensive line is going to pass it to him, and he might dump it to the wings or look for some opening. Likewise, Afolabi is set to a deep lying forward. So again, he'll sit a little further back and provide some connection for the rest of them. The other, we should talk about what else we've got set up over here for our tactics. So I do have the prevent short goal kick distribution with 3 in the front. I'm really hoping we can get, kind of in the face of the defense and the goalkeeper and F up some of their passing. I'm hoping that's not going to tie up too many of the forward line too far forward. We shall see. In transition, we're still playing a counter kind of idea, but we are going to have the regroup over here when we lose possession to try to regroup the defensive line fairly quickly so that we don't get so that our 3 defensive players back here don't get too overwhelmed. We're not going to counter press. We're just distributing to the center backs over here to hopefully kind of do a short passing into here to the deep lying playmaker and then spread it out again. I don't know. That's not entirely like a full kind of direct counterplay though, and that I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that. We will see. We're gonna focus on the sides. Play out defense is gonna be okay. We'll see how it goes. Get some more skin chocolate with Alco! Air again, thank you! Alright, let's go. So we are actually in the dark colors here. Not our usual white. We are away, so our away blue kit over here. Houston is challenging the defense We got Rumsby. Again, on paper, we should be the stronger team, but we are coming in with a new formation. A little bit more aggressive placement. We are playing an imbalanced mentality, but the structure is a little bit more aggressive. Hopefully our 3 defenders here don't get overrun too badly. We'll see. Baird resets to McAdams, who dumps it deep. Doesn't connect with our team, unfortunately. That's too bad. We do have comprehensive highlights, so we should get a lot. Houston throws it to McKenzie, who knocks it back to Houston, who sends us up to Aflabi, who gets his head on it. It goes high, but what an attempt. Love to see that. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, that is very nice to see. All right, they've got to throw in it, but it's at their end, so they got a long way to go before they can start an offense here. Although we do have a highlight, so what's going to happen? All right, to Splain. Splain's got to send it back all the way to Rumsby for a reset. And over here, this is McKenzie, who is playing as a pressing forward. So he's going to try to pressure these guys a little bit. Hopefully his stamina doesn't run out. Houston intercepts the pass, gets to McKenzie, who's running up the flanks, looking for a centering pass. Nope, he turns it around, does center it. Aflabi, is he the one who actually gets his head on it? Okay, yeah, I guess so. I wasn't sure because the defender jumped as well. I thought it might have been a corner kick. Oh, we've got some beautiful plays happening right now. Get it the frick out of there. For crying out loud. For crying out loud. Oh, Devaney is getting set up. Is he going to be able to find someone? Intercepted by Mancini, who sets it up to Baird. Sends it deep far forward. A bit of a pass in the space. Moffat does get it, though. Could have just been a defensive dump, but we do get the kick control. Moffat, he's not really... Oh, I was going to say, he's not going to be able to pass to the center, but does generate a corner kick. I have tweaked the formation. We do have a proper corner kick setup going on right now, which only lasts until you, change your lineup, because then things get muddled. But we're back into sort of, near post kind of idea. McKenzie's hanging out over here. McGinty gets his head on it, but it goes high again. Still, the chances... Well, it's only 3 shots. Apparently none of them have been on goal yet, but... Still, I like the control that we've got here. McSwell going up the left flank, big tackle there, but we keep control. Murdoch to Mancini. Mancini sends it across to McKenzie, although he's boxing quickly. Moffat's got a bit of a gap, takes the shot, but it gets blocked by one of the defenders and then cleared out. Ooh, that was good. Oh, they got a yellow quite early on. Ooh, this camera angle is super far back. Monroe to Tade. Tade back to Monroe. Gets it back to Tade. They're in the 18-yard box. Back to Monroe, Cuddly, Gomez. Ooh, does fumble it for a second, but gets it over to Kennedy. Good Willie, back to Gomez. Good Willie. Oh. All right. Ooh, Monroe's got some space to move forward over here. Again, we don't have any fullbacks back here, so they might have a little bit more control over those sides. Oh, free kick. There we go. But part of our tactic, in fact, we explicitly have it set up defense that we are going to try to force the defenders wide, and we're really just going to try to clog up the middle here. So it might give them a little more control over the edges, but hopefully that doesn't lead to anything. Maxwell picks it up over here. Big run up. He's got no one in front of him yet. Okay, now he sort of does, but can he get it? I think it's going to be a corner. It is going to be a corner for us. Beautifully generated, actually. Commentator is biased. Psst, 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 psst. All right, Mancini. Interesting. McKinty couldn't get an angle to head it into the goal over here, but he does send it back to Mancini for a bit of a reset. Is it seriously 18-yard box? Are you not 16 meters? I kind of just call it what I see it on the internet. I don't know if it's anything in particular to me. And, 18 yards sounds pretty good. 18's pretty good. All right, they're starting off with a free kick. Monroe sends it deep, but there's no one there. I guess he tried to do sort of a pass into space. Oh, Moffat picks it up, gets to McKenzie. All right, it's going to get set back a little bit, but it does give Houston a chance to run it up. Can he beat the defender? He does. Getting it quite deep. Centers it up. Afalabi. Nope. Can't get it. There's 2 defenders right on him. Kind of a hard situation from him. Tade's got it, but he's really surrounded by blue. He does get it out wide. No, he doesn't. McSwell with the interception there. Actually, might have been kind of a bad first touch by the opposition. More than anything else, Moffat's got a little bit of air. Yeah, he had to shoot it quite quick with a little bit of gap in front of him. Couldn't get a lot of power into that shot, unfortunately. But that might be our first shot on goal. Our first proper shot on goal. They've had 0 shots so far, which is really nice to see. Again, this is a lower tier team, but we've been losing to a lot of the lower tier teams so far. So, I guess that's pretty good. McFordy McGinty dumps it in. Ooh. That does not quite work out. Oh, but Mancini with another beautiful interception. Mancini is a fairly good player we did pick up on loan. And he's definitely proving that he's quite a high caliber player. Huston does try to go for the centering pass. Generates a corner for us. So that's going to be okay. Let's see what happens over here. Mancini taking the corner. Oh, Nope, just gets defended out there. Oh, good Willie. Way far out. Oh, a little failed tackle there by Murdoch. He goes to ground but misses. Splain has got tons of space. What happened there? The thing is, my corner thing even tells us to have a bunch of people hanging back, and I didn't see a lot of people hanging back from the corner. We were completely in control. That was their first shot, and they got the goal. Swell. Centers it. Does Mackenzie get his head on it? No. Can we keep up the offense? Well, we'll get the throw in at least. Come on! We control the game so much. Now, there could be a little bit of defensive weakness. Actually, before we go any further, let's check the corners. Maybe something changed. It's when we're in attack. See, look, theoretically, look, because this is the direction of our corner, wasn't it? I mean, either way. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure when we were doing a corner kick, I told a fuck ton of my players to hang back. I'm just saying. Maybe we'll have to throw a bottle again. McSwell to Moffat! Oh, come on! That should have been in. That should have been in. There was tons of room on the left-hand side of the net. He just sent it way too far wide. Here's that Splain again. Don't let him score again. We might have to mark him more tightly, actually. Let's look into that. Splain, right over here. Yeah, we're gonna keep him just tightly marked. We're gonna keep an eye on that guy. I mean, our finishing isn't great. That is a consistent problem we have here. McAdams with a beautiful save from that free kick. That was actually an insane curl, a brilliantly done free kick. They're gonna get a corner over here, which isn't gonna be very good. Man. Yeah, maybe our goal, like our chance creation. Oh my God, another beautiful life-saving save from McAdams here, because that was another header that was definitely going to go in. Yeah, maybe our chance creation is really good, but maybe our actual, you know, final scoring isn't so good. Maybe there's a specific training we can do for that. Well, fuck. This is turning into a huge disappointment. We're so dominant. Oh, they've gotten tons of shots on all of a sudden. They might have taken to change their tactic. Change tactic, they said. Right. We changed tactic as things gotten worse? Maybe. Mancini, Houston. Come on, get us on the fucking board here. Aflabi with the head. Oh my God! On the post, another save. Why is our finishing so goddamn bad? A lot of the play is looking great. Houston? Moffat couldn't get his head on it. I mean, Moffat doesn't have that much of a jump game, I don't think. Swell, I think he's going to generate a corner for us. Okay, that is the case. Just put all of our strikers on an intense finishing course. Wow, Deutz. It's almost like we've been playing 4-4-2 for the last 4 weeks. And then other people just bitch that the 4-4-2 is no good. Welcome to Twitch chat. No matter what you do, yeah, you're not playing it seriously. Like, listen, I'm not gonna throw the bottle yet, but I'm not happy. Yeah, you better be motivated. Yeah. Yeah, play 4-4-2 for 4 weeks straight. Have everyone bitch that 4-4-2 is not good. The whole time saying, oh, it's a lower league, we should be playing this. And people bitch. Fine, we'll change the tactic. And then new people bitch. It's the nature of the internet. All right, Moffat, come on, get it in there. There we go. All right, see, all we had to do is do a little bit of yelling on halftime. Get us on there. We're hoping the other team is tiring out. We might switch to a 4. We might switch one of the midfielders to the back line and play a 4-2-3. Or again, I still wonder about the possibility of like a 5 in the back or something. We'll see. And yeah, you can't judge a tactic in a single game. That is true. I mean, if you just keep changing, first of all, they'll never develop familiarity. I am worried about the lack of defense at the back. But this isn't a tremendously complicated tactic. It's mostly a, are we leaving too much in the back here? Aflabi, again with an attempted header. He hasn't gotten it in there. I don't know what his head type stats are. And that might be something. Aflabi seems to be in a great position to head all the time. He's got a 14 jumping reach, 9 heading, which honestly is not terrible for the league. I don't know if the finishing ties into the heading. I don't know if it like combines the two for those two. In which case, yeah, his finishing is kind of shit. And yeah, maybe, you know, we should really just make sure. Yeah, so finishing long shot technique. Maybe we should just make sure that all of our strikers are getting additional focus on shooting. How do I close the screen? I guess I can just cancel now. Yeah, all right. More important to pick baseman players rather than anything else, and that is true. That's one of the reasons to pick this, because we have a lot of strikers. We actually have, I think, 4 strikers really on it, or 5 strikers actually on our team right now. So going with a striker-heavy comp seems like a good thing to try. Now, and in previous versions of Football Manager, a triple striker composition was insane. I think especially in the FM 17 and 18 years, triple striker was absolutely dominant. I think that has been pulled back a fair bit, but we'll see what we can do. McSwell, nice push up on the flanks over here. Is there someone in there? Ooh, well, Houston's going to be able to keep up the pressure. He boots it in from outside the box with some ferocity there. Holy crap. That was actually quite nice. McSwell to Murdoch, back to McSwell, gets it inside the box. Oh, couldn't quite find a target. Oh, Moffat was offside anyway. All right. Goal kick. Oh, McForty grabs it, sends it to Afalabi, who's got McSwell up on the flank. He's going to be able to move it in again. Looking for the center. Oh, gets it to Murdoch. Murdoch centers it up to... Nope, it gets defended out. But we're going to be able to keep up the pressure again. Baird boots it up to Houston. Houston's going to move it up the flank. Generate a corner. That's a beautiful thing about these flank moves. Like, either you're setting yourself up for a nice cross, or you get the corner kick, which is a different kind of cross. All right, Mancini taking it. Does get booted away. Baird sends it back in, but there's no one really there. I'm actually a little surprised that he didn't just send it up to Houston on the flank. Murdoch, oh, that's probably McSwell booting it in. McKenzie centers it to Mancini! Holy shit, that save! McKenzie still got it, Mancini. Oh, he's not going to be able to take a shot. Forced to do a little bit of reset there because he was swarmed. Okay, it's going to be a throw-in for us. Wow. Not convincing playing to the flanks to working out. Those crosses don't work out. I mean, maybe, but if it generates a corner kick all the time, that's not so bad. But maybe playing for set pieces and the crosses isn't working out. You might be right. Maybe we're just not good enough for the corners / crosses. That is possible. McGinty dumps it to Moffat, assuming he's not offside. McKenzie with a bomb outside. Yeah, Moffat was offside. That's what I figured was going to happen there. That looked fairly offsidey. I don't know if we're playing too far up. I think I've got him set to a standard line. So I don't think our tactic is particularly prone to generate offsides. Afalabi gets his head on there and delivers it with accuracy, but unfortunately directly into the hands of the opposing goalkeeper. All right, we're about a good timing maybe for a swap. See, McGinty over here, I don't like that he's starting to race. He's actually playing pretty well, but he might be inviting some sort of penalty here, which I don't like. And I'm thinking we just sub him out because he's clearly not in the right headspace. We're going to bring in McAllister instead to do that. Murdoch has drawn a yellow card, but I don't want to swap him out quite yet. We're just going to do the one right now. Listen, you can make a difference for us. Confirm, confirm. I don't like this at all. McForty. Okay, good Willie was offside. All right, good. Free kick to us, possession to us. All right, you know what? Let's move to a positive mentality. Let's push a little bit harder. All right, which is not going to apply immediately, I don't think, but all right, Mancini and Murdoch, who does still have that yellow. McAllister dumps it deep. Oh, is Houston going to be able? Excellent, good. Keep up the pressure. Keep up the pressure. Good. What can we generate here? A corner kick. All right. But yeah, our corners haven't been doing much. And we've been training the hell out of these set pieces. McForty! Ah! Right on target. Beautiful. And McForty is one of our central defenders with a good jump. McSwell keeps up the pressure. Afolabi sends it back out to McSwell. He doesn't have the angle. What? What free kick? Fuck you! Offside. Come on! Oi! Oi! Come on! Come on! We can do this. Yeah, the language. This is way more ragey than Motorsport Manager, huh? The salt is real. Okay, get in there. That was a little scary with Monroe being out here alone, which, again, we don't have the fullbacks. Get the fuck out of there! Okay, there we go. Swell clearing it. Well, he didn't really get the credit. Bear just boots it to get it out of our end. That was incredibly scary. Incredibly scary. Anyways, our defense was looking bad when we had the 4 back as well, too. And a deeper line. Here we're playing a standard line. I think we're going to sub out Andy Murdoch here. Doesn't have great stats. He's already got the yellow as well. Bring in Chalmers for him. And I think we're going to replace one of our strikers now, too. I'm going to do a double swap. Let's bring in Thompson. Okay. See if that makes a difference. I don't want to do the shouts. They never work out. No matter what I do, it F's them up. Maybe a few targeted shouts sometimes might be called for. Especially if someone's starting to look furious again. Okay, Splain's got a yellow. They've got quite a few yellows, actually. Oh, Mancini to Moffat! Please don't... I'm surprised Moffat didn't take a shot. Instead, he just gives a little bit of a setup to Thompson, who we just subbed in. One of our new loans. Just a beautiful setup from Moffat. Again, I was surprised he didn't take the shot, but just a little boom, and Thompson comes in like a wrecking ball. Beautifully done. Really beautifully done. Okay, now we've got parity again. We're going to keep up the positive mentality. We really would like to come out of here with a win. We can do this. You know, if we can't defend, we'll just attack harder. The best defense is a brutal offense, after all. All right, we do force Rumsey to send it backwards to Perry. They have to do a bit of a reset. They might be in a bit of a time-wasting kind of situation. Now, this is a cup match, so I think there will be like extra minutes added in if we go into a tie. I don't know what the rules of this one is. It might go straight into a shootout or not. Afolabi, a header. Okay, so Afolabi's heading accuracy has improved over the course of the game, which is nice to see. Still hasn't gotten it in there. Oh, and that's a bad pass setup. I mean, Afolabi didn't really have anywhere else to try to pass it to, and Chalmers just wasn't able to get in position for it. Ooh, Goodwill is going to get sandwiched in. Okay, McAdams forced to deflect it out. It's going to be a corner for them. That was tough. That was scary. Shouting at the team messes up. What if you shout at the other team? Yeah, we'll just shout names at them. Afolabi knocks it out of there. There we go. Oh! Splain does not really have anyone to pass it to. Although Goodwilly's going to be able to pick it up again. Yeah, maybe I don't like the idea of not having fullbacks. Oh, McAdams wasn't able to hold on to it, but does knock it to our players, which is great. Afolabi sends it up to Mixwell, who's got... Oh, do we have 2 yellows? Yeah, there we go, after Murdoch. Did pick it up. Mixwell runs it up. Oh, big tackle there! Oh, and they're doing a substitute. All right, but we got the throw-in. Mixwell. McForty gets to Afolabi, but he's got to send it back to Mixwell right away. He's going to have to send it back as well. McForty just boots it into the box. Afolabi is there, tries to send it up. We had a nice angle. If you could have gotten to the Moffat, that would have been a goal. We still get the corner. It's still something. Scout their goalie after the match. Playing with the free kick. Ooh, that was scary. It's going to be a goal kick to us, though. That's good. All right. Got about 5 minutes left. Swell to Chalmers. Gets it back to McSwell. Just going to be a corner. Their goalie does have a good name. You're right, Perry. All right, Mancini with the corner. He's our best corner taker in this block. 40 looking for the header. Oh, Perry just snags it up in there. Penalty. Oh! Oh, Tade knocked us over. We have a penalty kick. I think that might be our first penalty kick. We've had like 3 against us. Come on, please. Moffat, 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 Moffat. Yeah! Hey! This game shouldn't have been quite this close. But woohoo! I guess with Football Manager, it's exactly the same thing as real football, right? Every fan's got an opinion of what the team is doing completely wrong, and everyone's sure that they're absolutely right. Okay, let's move back to kind of a balance thing, to not overstretch our defense now. Now, we're not going to go into a park the bus or anything like that. But yeah, we'll try not to overextend. This actually might be another good time for us to go into win-in position. Time waste to the max. Let's go, slow it down. Yeah, 5-minute stoppage time. I don't like this. We have lost a lot of matches after the 90-minute mark. Get it out of there. McForty clears it. Afalabi picks it up there. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Running it up deep. Ooh, doesn't actually pass it off to the side. We got Maxwell who fell back, getting into a position in case there needs to be a pass. Afalabi's got an angle to center it up. Oh, Rumsey's able to knock it out. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in for us, which is going to keep the aggression. Clyde has moved to a 4-1-2-3. Perry's really high for the league. Would recommend scouting him too. All right. Tell you what, let's. I think we can mark that now. Move into opposition and took a look at Neil Perry. Here, we'll scout him for a week and then see what goes from there. All right, Houston with the throw in. Mancini back to Houston. Hooch at the center. McForty. Oh, looking for that header. Doesn't quite get there. There's Tade. We should be able to take, or at least deny him the run forward. I was hoping we'd take the ball away from him. Slane going wide here. My God, there's still 3 minutes left, and they're on the offense. Don't like to see a replay here. McAllister clears it out. Moffat is there to pick it up. Although he's getting squeezed into the lines quite quickly. Sends it back to Maxwell, who's also going to have to send it backwards. Chalmers is there to pick it up. Thank goodness. That was looking scary. Okay, that's fine, hopefully. McForty resets to McAdams. Sent it to the halfway mark. Oh, Afalabi heads it to Moffat. He is getting closed in very quickly, though. Gets it to Maxwell, who sent it up. Thompson, rather. He does send it outside the net, but another great attempt by Thompson. I think Thompson was a great pickup for us. And the fact that these loans are all for free, oh, beautiful. Houston trying to move it up. He does get a little limited to the line. Back to Mancini. We got about a minute left. Baird sends it up. No, does not connect to anyone, unfortunately. This is going to be another offense for Clyde, but they just pass into space and it goes too far out, and it's going to be a throw-in for us with about 30 seconds left.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Whiskey and chocolate. We dead. Playing Coach Hills! Playing Coach Hills! I love how much, look how much time Baird is wasting over here. I love it. Whoa! Moffat, hold on, I gotta read that message, but Moffat's on a bit of a tear over here. Can he do anything? It'll probably just be a corner, I suspect. Oh no! He does a little bit of turnaround. There's the double whistle. It's a hard-fought game, harder than it should have been, but it does get there. We controlled the game heavily early on, but we didn't get the results, and then we had a couple of really bad moments there, but then overall, if you look at things, it looks like we were pretty dominant, and I think that was the case. Playing Coach Hills, what do you have to say in all this? Refresh faster. I'm not sure that I'm right, but I'm absolutely sure that everyone else is wrong. That's the attitude. Oh, man. Best performer, Michael Moffat. Not a surprise. He's really been here. It's a good win for us. And really it was. Can I positively throw a water bottle? Is that a possibility? I mean, weren't good enough. I mean, really, I kind of want to say this. Bit of a let-off. We weren't good enough and have to step things up against better opposition. I don't want... It's always dangerous to praise. Oh, is the metal music repeating too much? All right, I'll just kill it for now. Throw one for old time's sakes. Can't let the reflexes dull out. They performed well. Many green scores. I mean, yeah. All right, it's a good win for us. Okay, inspired and motivated. Good. All right. That's the attitude we need, because our next match... Oh, achievement unlocked, Comeback King. Shouldn't have been a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. So you want a competitive match after being 2 or more goals down at halftime. Super sub Thompson inspires air. Yep. I didn't start him mostly because he didn't have the sharpness. It was always my intention, though, to sub him in. And yeah. Hang on. If we go into our training schedule... So this was Clyde. Recovery match review, that's fine. Attacking corners, yes. We do seem to generate a lot of corners, so practicing that's going to be really good. Rather than attacking shadow play, is it technical? Is chance conversion about scoring? Yeah, there you go. Specific work on converting chances into goals. This is what we need to work on. We are getting lots of chances, but we have to make them count. So yes, work on finishing, heading, long shots, technique, anticipation, composure. Excellent. Let's throw a little bit of that in there. Oh no, we do definitely need a little bit more rest in this little window. We'll do over here, we will do a match review, which is a really good way to get some tactical familiarity. Match review, match preview. I guess a little more tactical is going to be okay, but yeah, mostly we have to keep the workload really down low over here in these windows. It's going to be important. And then over here, hang on, I need to make sure we're going to do the match review afterwards. And we definitely want to do, it doesn't add much to the workload. We want to make sure we got team bonding and potentially community outreach every single week. I might just do the one team bonding over here. And then next week, we're going to make sure to double up on, we're going to community outreach and our team bonding. Get that going on. Okay. Okay. So let's consider this. Again, I was always worried about, not having the 4 defenders. Do we feel better about going a 4-3-3? Okay. I don't know. And it's a 4-3-3. Is it 4-3-3 with wings? Or 4-3-3 with like 3 central defenders instead? Wingbacks will forward the same as wingers, work hard in defense. Yeah, it's true. These wingbacks over here, if we do run them as wingbacks, they really need maximum stamina. Central defenders at the edge should be wide center backs. Is that a... Oh, I can't set them as wide center backs. Thank you. Yes. So they will presumably just go a little wider. Yeah, stay wider. Okay, so they're still center backs, but they will go a little wider. I like that. Thank you. That'll make me feel better. Perhaps 3-4-3, but do a deeper laying attacker to feed the other 2. Well, we do. Afolabi is a deep lying forward. I mean, conceivably, we could actually play one of them, play someone here instead. And sort of still think of it as kind of a 3 in the front, but with lying a little back. Afolabi here should be staying a little further back with his role. That's the deep lying forward. Change on the player section. Yeah, I guess you could give them individual commands as well, but yeah, we may as well give them this. Cross from deep. Deeper areas pitch rather than wait for the ball in the attacking third. So, rather than attacking thirds, presumably it's going to be across from, say, over here, so they're not going to go too far forward, which is good. I don't want them to go too far forward. Careful with wide center backs because they push forward. Do they? Okay, hold on. Cross from deep, hold position, stay wider. I guess because of the dribble less. Yeah, maybe they would move out too much. Like wide center back, stay wide in possession and support the midfield more like a fullback. And yes, I know these are the instructions that are standard for this role, so you can see the difference between this version and not. And we could specifically override it for certain things. I could go back to sitting the defensive line a little further back. Or change our mentality to cautious. Now here's the thing against Raith. Raith is a stronger team than when we just fought. Although we will be playing as home, which is pretty good. Yeah, I don't think I want to go any further back, really. That was the thing. The old structure was quite far back, and I don't think that's what we're looking for, unless we're really just going to full park the bus kind of thing, where we pull both lines back and really compress them. Set outside 2 as CB and center CB to ball playing defender. Yeah, I don't wanna over stress these positions. I don't really need them to launch defense, splitting balls from deep, generating counterattack possibilities. I don't know. Mostly what I'm thinking of, how do we feel about in transition, or sorry, in possession over here of the focus play onto the flanks? It actually seemed okay. I could just remove this instruction. And we might just see a little bit more of the balls playing through center, which may or may not be good. But yeah, we have to remember that our league, our players are not, are not super duper stars with 20 stamina or anything like that. And though you won that match on both stats and goals, their goals were largely you just getting unlucky. One of them is just a run and lob. That's true. So I don't think we're going to make too many drastic changes. Although again, some changes in context of we're playing a slightly stronger team might be good. I think I do like the idea of keeping these guys maybe a little wider. I don't know, unless we make literally no changes for a second one. Maybe we make literally no changes for this one. We consider this, and we see how this goes, a second time and against a slightly stronger team. Do you need a deep line playmaker if you're distributing to center backs? Well, that's one of the things that I was considering. If we're passing it out to our wings, do we need this guy to be a deep line playmaker? That I don't know. Yes, and we talked about this, right? We could move the wingers to this sort of wing back position as well if we wanted something a little bit more defensive. I think I'm going to leave things as is. Let's leave things as is and then see what happens. We were playing with a box-to-box. I think I like this, especially theoretically. Afolabi sits a little further back, and Gomez sits a little further back when we're moving forward. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to give it another go and see how it feels. Well, actually, I guess we could check the data hub as well for what the last match. Won the match deservedly, created better opportunities, decent number of passes, stronger momentum, number of passes, shots from penalty area, which seems to be the case all the time. Moffat shines his air wins. Giacomotti takes plaudits. Match analysis. Raith scouting report. They know how to take penalty kick. They know how to tackle. That's good. Need healers and DPS. Well, I don't know, like, with the support roles, I don't know how many more people I want to send up into an attack kind of position. With 3 strikers, I mean, admittedly, 2 of the strikers are on support, but I mean, they take plenty of shots over there. So I'm not too worried. Okay, let's attend this meeting here. What's the deal? Moffat ends his individual shooting training as his finishing are no longer weaknesses, and reduced training. That's the thing. Honestly, Moffat probably can't improve very much in a lot of areas, so it's probably better not to overwhelm him on training and just tire him out. McAllister is seen as a regular starter. Recommend changing his status to breakthrough prospect. So I don't know what changing the status does. Ensures realistic playtime. Player may become unhappy. Like, and all it does is, like, it tweaks how much promise. I guess regular starter they expect to start regularly. Breakthrough prospect, maybe they don't expect it to start as often. Maybe this is reasonable, because I don't know. It's true, we're not currently starting McAllister. That might be a fair representation. All right, I'll do it, and we'll see if he gets cranky. Okay, concerned about squad strength, yada, 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 yada. Okay, that's fine, we can move on. Just wanted to report, Muirhead's development hampered by injuries, I know. Houston's good in training, okay, good, move on. Coaching team vacancies. Oh, for the under 18s. Oh, and some performance analysts. So I really think we should have an under 18s performance analyst. I'm going to move on for now. Do we not have a head physio? Yeah, you know what? I think that would be a good idea. Hang on. Let's schedule this after the meeting. Staff. Medical staff. No, we have a head physio and a physio. What? Oh, it says need to release. Oh, okay. Well, we'll consider. We'll compare their stats once it comes up again. So it's just theoretically he's just better. Yeah, let's have a little chat with him. Yeah, that your playing time has changed. He's indignant. You know, I'm just gonna say there's a lot of competition for your position. I don't think that's fair in the slightest. Ooh. We're not really playing fullbacks, though. I guess it's more of a tactical thing. Can't stress how important it is to me to accept this reasoning. Don't want to affect the squad in a negative way. Oh, he's deeply hurt by it. Well, that might be an issue, but hopefully it doesn't bring down everyone else. He's got a 13 in physio. Mark Duffy's only an 11. Throw a water bottle at him. Well, this is for head physio. Well, I mean, we could choose. We could do a few different things. What's our what's our head physio look like? Stephen McGuire. He's got a 14 physiotherapy. No, we don't need to sign this guy. Yeah, I should probably just ignore it next time, and then until the player comes up and says, hey, you're not playing me as much as I wanted to, then we could talk to him then. I do like hitting buttons. Like, you know, I like to pretend that, like, you know, these meetings matter and that their feedback matters, but generally speaking, it turns out kind of shit. Throw a water bottle at him. This is going to be our answer at everything. Just throw water bottles. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. Pre-press thing. And yeah, Paul Grant over here is unfriendly. It would be really nice to build that up, and I don't know what the solution to that is. Sean Morrison, Sky Sports News. Given how well Air played against Clyde, presumably you'd be asking for more of the same here. We know what we're capable of and have confidence to go again. I have an update on Aaron Muirhead's injury. Yeah, he's pretty fucked up, actually. But yeah, he's happy with how it's coming along. Bad injuries, making good progress, recovering well, sure. Andy Murdoch appears to not be a great fit in terms of your team style, but also squaring off against Raith. Do you agree? No, Murdoch's great. What the fuck are you talking about? No, he's well suited this type of fixture. I'll be surprised if he wasn't involved throughout. Do you believe Sean McGinty's unique skill set can make the difference against Raith? Yeah, well, he's good at being a header. He's a good defender. When you got as much in your locker as Sean has, can't help but make a difference. Given McForty doesn't appear to be great fit for the team at the moment. What are you talking about? It's my full backing. Shut up. Weird ass questions. All right. No, she's saying he's great? No. All right. Maybe I missed. Tell them they're not good enough, they usually accept it. Yeah. I mean, I should have just gone right away to, like, you know, it, like, doesn't fit my tactics. Although that's only temporary. Who knows? But not anymore. Now that he's such a little punk about it. And not gonna deal with that shit. It's gonna be a big game here. Confidence flowing, yeah, totally. I'm super confident. Okay. Afalabi's slightly tired. What is settled? Oh, yeah. Against teammate. Happy with his manager's treatment of Nick McAllister. Wow! Houston is happy that I yelled at McAllister? Oh, that I'm sure we have great locker room dynamics here. Let's bring in Adeloy, because he's a little bit fresher. Oh, or Thompson. I would like to bring Thompson in somewhere. He's not as good as the deep-lying forward role. How about the pressing forward? There we go. He still doesn't have a ton of match sharpness, but he did so well last time. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and start him. He did do really well. We'll still have Moffat over here. That's going to be great. Everyone's in fairly decent condition otherwise. Yeah, he's happy he's not the one getting yelled at. Actually, I could sit Aflabi completely here and bring in Sakeld, who is like fully rested. He had a little bit of an injury, which is why we didn't have him last time. And then we can, his sharpness went down because he did miss the game and everything. But otherwise, he's been performing pretty well. We'll probably bring him in as a sub at some point. Yeah. And yet, McAllister unhappy with agreed playing time. Well, I mean, tough patooties. Put in Hewitt here. Be more suited to substitution stuff. You're unhappy about your playing time? Well, there you go. We're not even going to put you as part of the starting 11. Fucking deal with it. Deal with it. Get spanked. All right. Let's submit the team. So this is a match. Should be harder than the last one. But a little bit more experience on the strategy now. Let's see how it goes. Sentence stockade. All right. Yeah, time to put an end to this poor run of form. Not much happened, but everyone's, composed and a little bit motivated. I take it. I don't want them to start getting nervous or anything right now. It's kickoff time. All right, home game. We're in our stripes, the way it should be. Starting with possession. Thompson takes the kickoff to Moffat. Oh, it's raining. Murdoch, McForty, McGinty, centering to Mancini, gets it over to Thompson, who's got a wall of red, sent it forward to Moffat, the goalkeeper does beat him to it. I mean, I think that was fairly likely. Moffat was having a hard time sort of to get in there. Who's got a yellow card already? Wow, Spencer, we're less than a minute in, and Raith have already drawn a yellow card. We got ourselves a free kick with Mancini here. Goes for it. Beautiful curl. Oh, I thought that was going in. I couldn't tell from the angle. Oh, it was such a beautiful curl. Ooh, throwing quite quick and close to our end over here. Don't like that. Ooh, that is going to be a corner now for them. I don't like that. Jeez. I did set some instructions. One of our opposition instructions did get set by someone. We got some trigger press on a couple of people. You know what? We can probably remove it from the goalkeeper. That's going to be fine. But it was recommended for Matthews and McDonald. We're going to drop it off McDonald over here and see what we can do. What does that mean? Advice? Do our chance world of good? Always triggering a press when the ball is played. Oh, this is advice from our assistant coach over here. Yeah, I see. And what is this? Is this their most assists over here? So that could be another hint of things to do. But don't want to do too much because I don't want to pull too many people away from their assigned positions and get them confused. Again, our team, don't want to overwhelm them. Zanata to Connolly to Dick. He sent it to Matthews, who's got a bit of an angle. Is that going to be a corner? I think so. No? Yes? Don't know the flags. Didn't announce it. It is a corner. Okay. Connolly, can we get it out of here? Mancini does clear it out. It's going to be a throw-in for them, but at least a little bit of distance. What's the possession currently? Ooh, a lot towards them. That is unpleasant. I mean, it's not a lot of time has gone by, so it's not necessarily a metric of things, but yeah, for the first 10 minutes, they've had a lot of control over this. Setting up over here, gets it to Connolly. He's going to center it. McGinty knocks it out. Dick keeps up the pressure. To Musonda, who sends it from afar. Okay, finally a goal kick. Hopefully we can get an offensive run going on here that might do something. McAdam boots it to Baird. Baird runs it up the middle a little bit. Ooh, deep dump to Alloy, who does head it to Moffat. Who's can't quite get it to Murdoch. Oh, but Murdoch takes it away. Mancini up to Thompson. Gets Houston on the side. Houston can't move it forward. He's got to send it back to Baird. Back to Mancini. Resets to McGinty, looking for something maybe on the left flank. Center to Murdoch. To Alloy, moving forward. Moffat's got it. He sends it up to the flank. McSwell, he doesn't really have a good target to kick it towards, but does generate a corner for us. Well done, well done, well done, well done. McSwell really didn't have anything else to go on over here. All right. Mancini taking a shot. Does get deflected out. Do we have someone there to pick it up? Again, I ask, don't I have 3 guys set way back here on the fence? In my corner kick? Where are they? I don't understand. Because I don't like this. When we muck up a corner and then they get a big free offensive push, I don't understand. Way too far back? I don't know. At least we got it back. Thompson sends it up to Moffat, who is absolutely surrounded, but could maybe get it through a little gap here. Houston, yes, going to keep running it up the flank. He's well covered, though. Okay, doesn't generate a corner, but it's going to be a throw-in, so we still have possession. All right. Stats are probably improving. Houston throws to Thompson, heads it back to Houston, boots it to the center. Adeloy's there. No, can't. It's too high for him. Oh, and Moffat was offside. Wait, did Moffat even touch it? When did the offside get determined? Maybe when anyone on our team touches it? I don't know. Yeah, no, I know that like one of the defenders is in position, but again, if we look at the corners. Right? Be there. I mean, maybe what happens when the corner starts, maybe the striker starts to move forward right away. Well, offside is when a player's close enough to make a difference. Ah, I don't need to touch it, you just need to be active. Okay. Okay, so Nada just boots it forward. Is it going to be a throw-in for us? No, it's a throw-in for them. Oh, Baird deflected it. Okay. I don't like that. They still have the offense. Matthews throws it into Spencer. Sunda finds a bit of window, sends it to Tate, who gets a head on, but it goes far and wide. Never really had a good chance over there. It's going to be a back to throw into us. Okay, let's take a quick look at the stats at this position. So they still have 2/3 possession advantage. More shots, but the expected goal is pretty low overall. Okay. So the short distribution. Over to Baird. Ooh, cannot find a player, though, with that deep kick. Did we take off the distribute to the flanks thing? Yeah, see, now I'm not liking it as much. There's a lot of, they're just trying to send it to the center there. We're gonna, oh no, I guess we still have the focus player over here. The end transition, we don't specifically have a distribute to flanks. I guess we never did. Waste time should have only been there temporarily. Yeah, that was just, something we set up, we did during the match. Connolly, back to Dick, Tate, Spencer. Oh, hits the bar, no! Matthews picks up the rebound. I don't know if we can throw in some extra marking or anything on any of these guys. Like, there's so many people involved in the play. I'm not sure there's any one person to target for anything. All right, down 1-0. There to Thompson. Back to Mancini. Sends it deep forward. McSwell is there. That's what you like to see. Whoa! They are able to get the tackle. At least we've got the throw in. But that was beautiful defensive play by Raith. Oh, McForty in the box. Sends it out to McSwell. Murdoch, bit of a reset. Can't get an angle. Mancini's goal is covered there. Yeah, he's got to do a reset. He had no one to pass it to on the flanks anymore. Barrett sends it deep forward. Right into the hands of the goalkeeper, McDonald, who comes out of the net for that. Although we do regain possession. Looks like somewhere along the way, though, a throw-in was triggered. Connolly to Tate. Tate to Poplatnik. Spencer's got it again. Musanda. Matthews has got a big angle there. Okay, does get closed in. Oh, shit! I did not like that loose ball there. But that was actually a good combo of work between the goalkeeper and one of the defenders. to keep the ball out. That looked really scary. Maxwell got in there as a bit of a block, but unfortunately Raith still has control currently. Matthews censored his up. Conley's got a good angle. Oh, McForty has to just knock it out of play. It is going to generate a corner, but he felt some desperation over there. Katie, there's Dwarf Fortress still going every Saturday right now, so there's still more videos coming. 20 minutes in. God, my heart can't take this. Okay, Houston clears it, but Dick's still able to pick it up. Over to Tate. Spencer sends it. Connolly's still in there again. So yeah, I don't know. So we got our 3 strikers there. So that is fewer bodies back here, right? Because one of these strikers could become another midfielder or something defensive. You know, and these situations are a little scary with this. On the other hand, if we do get the counter going, the center back's getting drawn out wide is killing you, perhaps. I think I am very tempted to go to a 4-3-3. I just don't know if we're going to play it with 2 wingers or with 3 center midfielders. I don't know if it's going to be a 4-3-3 with wingers or not. 40, Mancini. Over Thompson. Moffat. Woo! Houston's got a bit of an angle. Adloy! Beautiful header. My God. Houston was so deep there and had a defender right on him. I thought it was just going to be at a corner, but he just able to skirt the ball around the defender, and Adloy is there after many a failed header in the last match. He does deliver, tying everything up. Excellent. Okay, the game has been reset. We're only 22 minutes into this. There have been a lot of highlights so far. Ooh, almost an interception, it felt like. I don't know. Oh, Maxwell. Okay, nothing bad. This is going to be a throw-in for them. Okay. Yeah, I have the replays disabled. I mean, we could have replayed the goal. But it's like being in a live match. No replays in a live match. Conley! Whew! McAdams just there to scoop it up. Great vision by McAdams. Saw the angle coming up. Perfectly positioned themselves. Love to see it. Deep throw-in, which doesn't do anything. Oh, but McGinty's there to pick it up. Houston. Oh! Maxwell still got control. Got an angle. Okay, it's going to generate a corner. That's all right. And I thought he had an angle to actually get it in there, but the Raith defense is doing a pretty good job of getting in the way of that sort of thing. There's Mancini with the corner kick. McGinty with the header. Goes a little high. Good attempt, though. Really good attempt. Mancini and Moffat are involved in the attacks instantly become beautifully deadly. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Halko! With the air! Maxwell. There you go. Another attempted setup. He's a little too pinned in. Oh, no, he does find a little gap. Houston with the header to the goal. Woo! That looked dangerous. I mean, McDonald sort of was able to read it, but that was actually a header with accuracy and some power. Gomez up to Adaloy. Adaloy's going to have to dump the ball off. He's got to back it up to Mancini. Okay. Who I sometimes call Gomez. Back to Baird. Baird looking for a target. Oh, no, I was going to say, Baird's probably going to have to dump it forward into space. Instead, he goes for the short pass that gets immediately intercepted. That was a bad play by Baird there. Really unfortunate. Holy, I can't believe how many, this game is all highlights all the time. It's almost like I set it to full replay. I mean, admittedly, we are on comprehensive as opposed to extended, but shit. You can tell how much tension there is if the game engine is deciding that everything is absolutely critical to show. Nada, Poplitnik. Ooh, he's got a bit of an angle. Okay, oh, there you go. Mick 40 gets a boot in the way. Unfortunately, it's still picked up by the opposition. Matthews with another move. Houston clears it. Moffat gains control, passes it to Maxwell. Looking to move it up the flanks. No! Gets blocked off. He should have tried to dump it off a little sooner, as it turns out. Oh, we generated a free kick over here. An angle, Moffat with the header! Oh, I thought that was going in. I thought that was going in. Oh, I was so certain that was a goal. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that would have been great. All right, 1-1. We did actually go a period of time without highlights. I like dumps it deep forward. Thompson beats the defenders. I'm assuming it wasn't offside. It wasn't offside. We actually get a corner out of it. Could have been a goal really easily from Thompson. Let's see what we generate over here. Mancini. McForty! Oh, goes high. Oh, the plans are working, though. I think the plans are working. Again, the finishing is still an issue we've got on our squad. How are we looking stat-wise here? We are being outshot, and the on-target is actually scary. But I think they've gotten better. Although this is looking really bad. Baird gets it out of there. No, they still have it. Conley's able to reset the Dick. Wide is a little bit covered. Ooh. Looks like Maswell is able to clear it out. But Masundo picks it up again. Dumps it into the corner. Oh, goalpost. Just a little too wide. McForty just boots it out of there for safety. Taking no chances there. Jesus. Does Canada have a pro league? The MLS is Canada and United States, right? McGinty. Woo. All right, yeah, just heads it out to safety. It's going to be a corner, though. A little scary. Feels like Raith is in control again. Can we get it out? McForty with a big header. Okay, it is still going to be a throw-in for them. I hate that it's non-stop highlights again in our end. Don't like that. Matthews heads it over to McAdams, who does clutch the ball. There we go. Now this is going to be good. Oh, and here's halftime. Yeah, the expected goal over here. We're definitely on the back foot, but again, on paper, the Raith should be a stronger team than us. So it's not really a surprise. Happy with performance so far. Keep it up. That is the recommended one. I'm going to go for it. Okay, inspired and motivated. Good. Very good. All right, second half is a go. And yeah, around the 65-minute mark, I'll usually look for the first sub, see who's getting tired or who's not performing well. Yeah, only halftime. I can't believe it. Because it's a new tactic, I don't want to back off from comprehensive highlights because I really do want to get a good idea of like, oh, Thompson with a beautiful slide interception there. Oh, that was sexy. Man, oh man. And this Thompson, I'm so happy we picked him up on that loan. He passed. Oh, Murdoch with the almost stops that. Conley's going to pick it up on the flanks over here. It's going to be a corner for them. Defense. 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 Come on. Connolly, McForty knocks it way out. Moffat's going to scoop it up as well. He is all alone currently. Might be able to, yeah, sends it forward to Thompson, who's beating the defender. Boots it too high. Too high by Thompson. Still, a great play by Moffat. Excellent. Right position. God, it's going to be sad when he retires. Oh, it's going to be tragic. Oh! Quill, I don't have this Football Manager 22 as Canadian Premier League in the game. Well, the MLS is in the game. I don't know about anything else, but you can play in North America. Whoa, Matthew, okay. That was like a body block here by Maxwell. It's going to be a corner. Connolly. Oh, I'm not going to mind if this ends up in a draw. At this point in the league, we are going to be very happy with picking up like a single point here and there. Very happy with just that. All right. McGinty to Baird. Push it up a little bit. Dumps it deep. Ah, that's unfortunate. Baird's had a couple of those plays where he's great on defense, but I'm not sure he has the vision to actually play the ball. We might have to give him a personal instruction to go and like just look for a short pass to someone else, someone a little closer, rather than have him take part in a direct football kind of strategy. I don't know. It's just a vibe I'm getting. Matthews sends it up to Poplantnik. Back to Matthews. Spencer sends it back up the wing to Musonda. Back to Poplantnik. Oh, Connolly! Oh my God! MVP is gonna have to go to our freaking goalpost today. Maxwell is able to knock it out of danger zone, but they're still on the offense. Spencer sends it deep. McAdams picks it up. There we go. Okay. Stops it from becoming a corner kick. Good, good, good. Holds on to the ball for a bit while we restructure. Ooh, looks like we got a free kick here at their end. Mancini sends it. McForty with the header. Ah! Goes wide. But what a leap by McForty. I think McForty might be our best air player. We've got one central defender with a 14 jumping. Might be him. I think his heading's around a 12. Adaloy, okay, that was actually a beautiful little 1-2 play, but Adaloy was not able to get the power in that shot to beat the defender. We do get a corner out of it, which is okay. Mancini. Oh, McGinty just sends it back to Mancini. Mancini was offside. He never got a chance to get onside after coming out of the corner, unfortunately. That's too bad. Employee of the month, inanimate carbon rod. Yes. All right. Oh, there we go. Yes, Adaloy. Back to Mancini. Mancini over to Adaloy. Gets it up to Thompson, who boots it up to Moffat. Hopefully he's not offside. Cannot quite find the net. God, that another good like kind of opportunity. Although they've had 7 on targets for our 3. Houston centers it up. Oh, gets dumped out. That is going to be a corner though. All right, that was actually a beautiful little angle though. What's our time at? Okay, 60 minutes. Mancini to McForty, head on target. Oh my God! McForty gets it on target. McDonald is able to block, but can't actually grab the ball, and Moffat is there for the rebound, putting us in a 2-1 lead. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. You know what? It's so beautiful, I gotta see it again. I gotta see that again. That was really swell. So we're starting from the corner over here. And you can see McForty making the run up and a big leap up right on target. A lot of people in front of McDonald as well, which probably inhibited his ability to get properly in position, get ready for it. Tries to get his hands on it, but it just sort of leaks down. And here's Moffat coming up with the vision. Oh, there's the ball kind of loose. Bam! Just the final punt in. Glorious. Glorious, glorious, glorious. All right. Let's take a quick look at the situation with the players. We are definitely getting some exhaustion. Not a surprise that McSwell's tiring a bit. You know, there's only the 2 wingers, right? So they're having to do a lot of running and carrying and things. I don't know if I'm going to sub him out yet, but that's going to be one of the targets, definitely, I would suggest. Just because he'll probably need a sub in relatively soon. But we can wait a scooch, I think. Nice that one defender stand in front of the keeper, prevent an offside. Yeah, right? McGinty, ooh, Moffat, Adeloy, he's gonna have to send it back to Murdoch. Oh, and that's the end of the highlight. But Baird restarts, does another dump, tries to get to Moffat, unfortunately doesn't quite get there. I'm not gonna blame Baird as much about that one, although I still wonder if we might have to give him a specific, because we could do that, right? I could click on Baird. Can I still do that while we're in this mode? Oh, that's McForty over here. Sorry, wrong side. He's on the right. What is this dribble less exclamation mark? Instruction affected by player's trait. Bring ball out of defense. Already active. Oh, so he's got a personal trait that is interfering with his dribble less. But I wonder if I could tell you... If I just tell you to go like shorter passing? I mean, maybe it's just, he's not actually bad at it. Maybe it's just the situation that's causing that. Well, his passing's only a 7. His vision's only a 9. No, I think I kind of like the idea of encouraging Jack to take shorter passes here. His dribble's only a 7, but he's got this trait that's bring balls out of defense. He's got dribble less because that's what the generic central defender role gets. But he's got this trait, brings ball out of defense, increased likelihood of a defender running with the ball, which this isn't actually a problem. I think it's his weaker passing that might be slightly the issue. Let's just attempt for now. We're going to give him a personalized instruction to do some shorter passing, just to him personally. And just for this game. Midfielder wannabes, yeah, maybe. Oh, there, gets a nice head there to McSwell. Gets it to Moffat. Oh, who is it to Thompson if he's not offside? That is going to be beautiful. It looks like it's holding. Oh my gosh. Hang on. You got to see that one again. Oh, wow. 20 seconds back was maybe a little too far. Yeah, Baird, it all started with Bear intercepting this pass here. Getting it to McSwell. It's to Moffat, who is surrounded, but this is Thompson over here. Look how much Thompson is completely open over here. And he is, yeah, here's the start of the pass right here. Thompson is definitely behind the defensive line when the passing is started. The ball's already going on. He sees the moment, just hits the gas, gets a nice first touch to set himself up. Bam! I said I was going to be okay if we ended up with a draw in the end over here, but that is great. Oh, that's the Bear tactical change. Hasn't even taken effect here. You know what? I'll still say yes. That's going to be okay. We got some whiskey and chocolate. Who's that? Just me, or Wymie. Thank you very much, Wymie. Just wait for the last minute goal from RRFC. Well, now they would need 2. Wait, why would I say that out loud? Fuck. Damn it. Woo-wee. Ball was already kicked at that point. A free frame you were looking at, chat. Yeah. Like, the ball had already been kicked. So Thompson had already started running to beat the defenders. The ball was already started. It wasn't offside. It was one of those that was, you know, close. If he'd started a quarter second sooner, he would have been offside. But no, he was fine. It was great. Oh-ho! Thompson, he didn't even block the pass. He was just in the right spot for the pass to come at him. McForty with the throw into Adaloy. Adaloy looking for someone to dump the ball off to. He's got to reset it a bit to McForty. To Mancini. And you can see Mancini, you know, hanging back. He's the deep line playmaker. He hangs back a little closer to defensive line to provide those options here, which is good. He's got better vision, better passing. So, you know, rather than send the ball to one of the defenders, who that's not really what their strong point is supposed to be, Mancini is there to sort of fill in that role. Moffat. Oh, he's got a stabilize at the chest. Tries to get it to Houston, who's not able to get a good angle on it. Or no! Oh, it gets deflected! I don't think Houston had a real power shot to the net anyway, but it got deflected by one of the Raith players, giving us a corner. Mancini takes it. Oh, Dick's able to knock it out. And looks like it's going to be a throw into us. Okay, we're closing in on about 20 minutes left over here with them doing an offensive play. Ooh, Mixwell, you can see he's gotten very tired. So is Mancini. We are having a lot of demand on them. I think it's time to bring them out. We're going to replace Mixwell with Chalmers, get some fresher legs there. And yeah, Mancini, who's having a great game. No do to boot it. We don't really have a good sub for you. We could bring Chalmers in there instead. And then Patrick Redding can do that. There we go. So two of the midfielders are going to get subbed out right now. And I think that's probably a good idea. Yeah, Mixwell and Anthony were both pretty tired. There you go. I want to see a good performance from you two. Okay, good. Confirm. Let's do that. Poplentik is able to... Ooh! Lang's not quite in position to pick that up. But they still have the offense going on. Riley, Poplentik sort of tries a goal. I think that was deflected by us, so that's probably going to be a throw-in for them. Yeah, it's going to be a throw-in for them. So they still have the offense going on. There we go. There's our substitution. Varian. Oh, bit of a body block. Although they sent it up. Murdoch knocks it out of the box. Moffat picks it up, and he's got Thompson there. Thompson didn't quite have the velocity there to pick up that pass. Would have been beautiful. Just bit of a maybe miscoordination between the two. Thompson's still relatively new to the team, right? This is only his second match for the team. Oh, beautiful pass to Moffat, though. Oh, an early dive by the goalkeeper. If Moffat had just sort of waited another tick and knocked it over the goalkeeper, that would have been beautiful, but we do get a corner out of it. And hey, as long as we keep control, this is what we're looking for now. McForty with the header sends it way up high. Not the best of headers. Yeah, that, like, trying to send it into orbit over there. Needed more boosters. Oh. Houston looks like he's given everything. I think he is admittedly pretty tired. Yeah, you know what? I think I am going to go for this. About 15 minutes left. Maybe about 20. Would have maybe liked to keep the sub a little bit longer, but I think it's pretty legit that Houston is getting kind of worn out here. And I think we do have a lot of demand on our midfielders. I mean, that's where our 3 substitutes happen. I think that's going to happen a lot. I mean, McGinty's looking pretty damn tired too. He's pleased. Although, hang on. Let me cancel this. Yeah, or one of the defenders. Yeah, maybe. Because at least he's got the 7.6. He's clearly having a decent game. He's feeling good about himself. But yeah, they're all pretty burnt out. Although we don't have a good sub for our defenders, actually. So no. So it will be Houston. Because at least the wingers do provide some defensive support as well. Yeah, Sakal, he can play so many different roles. We've been using him a lot as a striker, and we might still with their triple striker setup over here. We might have to call him in a lot, but that's going to be good. That's a good question. This is not a cup game, so I think we only have the 3 subs. This is championship, so I think we only have the 3. I just realized the last game was a cup game, although it was a different cup than before. So I don't actually know what the substitution rules are in there. The previous cup that we were playing in, you could do 5, but this one I'm not sure. All right, Baird, yeah, you can see, yeah, he definitely does like to run up a bit. And honestly, that's not so bad, although it could leave a little bit of a gap behind. Oh, that was close, but Adaloy is there to pick it up. Nice, really nice play from Adaloy there to salvage what was looking like maybe a pretty bad pass. We got a corner over here. The substitution has happened. Chalmers taking the corner now. Let's head it out. Baird with throwing over here on the right side. Sakal. Gets it up to Thompson. Thompson a little bit squeezed in. Sends it backwards to Chalmers. Ooh, Chalmers tries to sort of do a one-time pass, and unfortunately just knocks it into a defender. Gives up control. Zanetta wide to Matthews. Gets it to, oh, McForty knocks it out, which is great. Oh, but we're not able to retain control. Zanetta! That looked like a goal that was about to happen. And, oh, wow. That's rough. That's rough. It's when we got control of the ball, started to clear it, but then gave up control again when a lot of players were out of control all of a sudden, out of position all of a sudden. Now we only have 1 goal lead, which I don't like. Time for some subs. We just used our subs. We do have a lot of fresh players on, including Patrick Redding over here. Oh! Slide tackle. Excellent tackle. Damn. Almost would have been a throw-in for us over there, too. Okay, Redding to Thompson. Sock held. Okay, tries for the centering. Across here, but instead just gets knocked out for a corner. Actually, I should really... yeah, sure. Mark that guy. I should actually take another look now that we've changed some of our players to see if our corner tactics are still relatively functional. It looks like they will be. Okay. Oh, I think the confirmed change I had to do was just for the marking of Zanata. Okay, Chalmers. Corner doesn't go anywhere. It's going to be a throw-in for us, though. So we're going to keep up the offense. Yeah, we could go to a much more defensive mentality here. Might not be a terrible idea for parking the bus, but Moffat with the header, I don't know. On the other hand, we are generating some scoring opportunities. If we do go more defensive, it will slow down our tempo, which might be good since we are getting kind of tired. Although I suspect the other team is too. All right, McGinty over to Murdoch. Sends it deep. Can Moffat be... Oh. No, it's a little too deep. Goalkeeper was able to just run out and pick it up. Sends it way deep over here. Oh, that should not have been allowed. Matthews to Spencer. Nick Adams is there to scoop it up, though, luckily. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, I might go for a little more of a cautious. And maybe even, since we are getting so tired, in possession, we are going to aggressively waste time. I mean, that's always the thing with defense, is we open them up to attack more, but I'm just worried we're getting tired, and we might be a little too slow in tempo to move back into position. Oh yeah. Oh, you're saying cautious can be okay, but never go defensive. Yeah, and I think that's correct here. I think a full defense would be a mistake. God damn. I mean, we've got these guys surrounded. Zanata's speedy and a little. I think he was a sub. I don't think he was in at first. They are going to generate a corner. 5 minutes left. They've got a corner here. Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. Why do I play this game? Dick's got the head and actually had some great angle going on there. But McAdams with a diving save. McAdams is really saving our bacon here. Sockel with an interesting header. Nope, Dick's forced to knock it out, but it's going to be another corner for us. Full defense is like, okay, we'll stand here and come attack, yeah. Chalmers. Oh, there we go. Boots it into Riley Snow, but it's a throw-in for us. We still got control and more opportunity to maybe waste a little bit of time. Love to see it. It's all in their end. Redding taking his time. Taking his time. If this were an away game, the fans would be like, boo, boo. But it's our home game. Look at Redding just wasting time. That's right, baby. I'm sure there's a limit to how much you can do. Thompson, oh, heads it out to Murdoch, who boots it from a distance. It goes high, but I appreciate the effort. Plus, it takes time for the reset and everything. Waste so much time to the throw-ins. Yeah, baby. McAdams, off to Baird. Sends it deep to Moffat, who's got some space. Nope, that's not going to be an angle, but generates a corner. That's more time lost, plus 4 minutes, but we've also already at the 93-minute mark. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Chalmers taking his time. Taking lots of time. So much time. I love it. I love it so much. There you go, Chalmers. Oh, Matthews knocks it out. Gonna be another throw-in. Hey, that's fine. That's another move where we can take a little bit of time here. Excellent. Patrick Redding. Oh, he's got to think about where he's going to throw this in. Oh, just no. Where are we going to toss this, baby? Oh, I don't know. Could be anywhere. Oh, who knows? And I love how this entire thing is highlighted, too. Joe Chalmers, back to Patrick Redding. Gets it over to Moffat, who centers it up again. Oh, it does get cleared out. And there's the whistle! Ho, ho, ho! Never allowed time wasting on my team feels so dirty. Tough patooties. Woo-wee! My God, each team had 21 shots and about the same on target, 9 versus 10. This was very evenly matched. Very evenly matched. Holy crap. They had to generate a lot more fouls to get the job done, though. Wow. Can I throw a water bottle and enjoy? Where's that option? Where's the outstretched arms, right? Well done, lads. It was a good win for us. Yes. Yes, inspired and motivated. Okay, so this 3-4-3 always has me on edge because there's some defensive holes. But I think it works. I think it works, you guys. We'll see. I mean, the AI can adapt. There can be different things. Like this, we're currently 8th in the league. We've played 4 matches and we got 3 whole points. Because it's been 3 losses and a win. And they were hard losses. 0-2-0-2. And honestly, I mean, it's not like we crushed Raith. Although for a while there, I thought we were going to end 3-1. No, I was pretty pleased with that. And again, our only goal is to avoid relegation. If we end in 8th overall, I'll be okay. I'd be happier if we went up a little bit more. I think our next match might be against Dunfermline as an away game. And yeah, or no, it's a home game in 3 days. Whew. Because you play 5-3-2 with some aggressive wingbacks. I think that might be another good possibility. So here's... Yeah, I love how it acknowledges that you're playing a new tactic, right? The game is actually really impressive. But Giacomozzi triumphs with new tactics. Area United fans full praise for manager Emma Giacomozzi's tactics following Ayer's 3-2 championship win over Raith. Giacomozzi's decision to ditch her old 4-4-2 formation and line up with a new look 3-4-3 saw Ayr get a win to end their losing run. And we're going to have a press conference as well. Yes, we will attend that this time. Kick this off with the first question from Alan Miller from Sporting Life. You've won your game in hand and moved up the league as a result. Now that things are more balanced, are you optimistic about the rest of the season? It's nice for us, and hopefully we can put together a strong run of form in order to set ourselves up for the business end of the campaign. Certainly makes everything seem a little better, gives us optimism to go about achieving what we set to do. Not paying attention to that right now. There's far too much football to be played for it to be of any real relevance at this stage. I mean, that is accurate, but no, I think, here. Gives us optimism. What did it take for you to grab the victory from the jaws of defeat like that? I'm delighted. We're at races for a while, but players showed fantastic spirit to change the course of the match. Yeah. Or no, we've always had a chance with that group of lads. It wasn't perfect, but it certainly was memorable. Max Thompson got his first league goal for the club today. How important is it for a new striker to get off the mark? Yeah, I was going to say, that is vital. First goal will give him a massive confidence boost. Bam. How much did you enjoy Michael Moffat's performance? All the time. Absolutely terrific. Shows how good he is. I'm going to be so sad when he retires. It's rumored that Ross Matthews might be leaving Raith in the near future. What do you make of John McGlynn's chances of keeping hold of him after such a fine performance? I don't know. He's played well. I don't know why he'd want to leave. Who cares? Okay. That is excellent. So, okay, we only have a half hour or 22 minutes. I think I want to squeeze in the last game here. I did want to talk about setting up an additional tactic for us to prepare, including, something like maybe the 5-3-2 with the wingbacks or something like that. It's something we can take a look at. I don't think I've got enough time to work that tactic now and play the game. So either we work on the tactic or play another match. I think I'd like to squeeze in another match. I'll probably have to bring down the replay by one set, and then we'll see. So let's proceed, and we'll see how fit everyone is before the match, before we decide. Mm-hmm. Furlan Athletic. So currently we're 7th and 8th in the league. Post-match. There we go. People are pleased with our comments. Excellent. Love to see that. Sakel training report. We're in progress. A few things have gone up, which isn't so bad. Okay. Press conference about to begin. You know what? I'll just send the assistant in the interest of time. in the interest of stream time. Train defenders with cardio so they last longer. Yeah, just work on more endurance for the defenders? Maybe. They are having to work a lot harder, I think. Clyde want to loan Michael Hewitt. That might be okay with that. They're going to pay most of his wages. Michael Hewitt's not like a god tier player as is. So we're not really playing him that much. I actually think I like the idea of loaning him out. So hopefully he'll get more playtime. I think I like that idea a lot. The other thing I want to look at is who would be another good central defender. I guess Sock-Held. So if we bring, or not Sock-Held, sorry, McAllister. If we do this, McAllister can technically play in a central defender role. So now we actually have a sub for central defender stuff. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. It's paid more and they're paying. Looks good to me. Yeah, I think so. And yeah, his preferred destination, he would like to be at Clyde. That's going to be all right. Let's see here. So yeah, they're going to pay almost all of his fee. I mean, we might be able to negotiate some of this. Oh, actually, we can't. I guess I'd have to reject. But yeah, he's going to be regular starter. Yeah, there we go. Accepted offer. Done. No further instructions. Maybe loan out the other guy. That's true. Oh, Charlie Albinson. Here, you can train harder. Good. And yeah, I guess I could... Mr. Cranky Pants. Well, it's Nick McAllister, who I'm actually bringing in right now as a sub. Well, let's not... Okay, we're just going to advance. We consider that, but I'm going to advance over here just so we can squeeze in that last game. That'll be a Hockey Manager game. I mean, there is the... what is that hockey management game called that's most people think is the better one? Is it Franchise Hockey Manager? No. Eastside Hockey Manager? No, I think it's called something else. There's some decent hockey management games out there, and I did dabble with it, but it didn't really resonate with me. All right, yeah, we can run that. They're suggesting the positive balance. I don't know. I think positive mentality. I think I'm going to keep it just unbalanced over here. Is going to be okay. Just instructions. Yeah, that's too many changes. We're not going to do that. All right, let's go to team selection. Fitness test. Oh, were you slightly injured? Not full fitness. There's some tiredness in these central defenders. That's definitely a bit of an issue. I mean, we could start McAllister. Maybe I'll start you. But yeah, that's the one issue with the triple in the back. And that might be something advantageous with going something like a 5-2-3 or something like that. Might just be... well, I guess with a 5, you'd still have 3 central defenders. If we went 4-3-3, then we'd play 2 central defenders and 2 fullbacks. And that would give us a little bit more flexibility in our setup. Yeah, Ekerpont's only kind of comfortable playing on the one side, though. He's not as comfortable in center. What's McAllister's air game? Yeah, we'll just do a little swappy-doo here. We'll put Mick 40 in the middle. I think that might be a little bit better there. I think otherwise I'm okay with this. I think 5-2-3 or 3-4-3 is the go-to. We should follow get. Yeah. Well, what we'll probably do is I'll probably eliminate the other tactic over here, the other one we're sort of working on, and I'll put in a 5-2-3 in there so we can at least start to get a little bit of familiarity with a bit of practice, and then start to think about who we might want to fill in some of those gaps. That'll be a really nice tactic for when we're playing against tougher teams as well. All right, we're gonna do this. The problem, like, we're running 3 matches like back to back here. This is gonna be a problem. Well, McAllister would be much better as an actual right fullback over here. Well, I guess, I mean, we could do this, but it's not going to change their strength in terms of central defender kind of position. But I guess technically it puts them closer over there. Anyway, let's submit so we can squeeze this last match in here. Listen, Max Thompson is going to do fine. Formation could expose us to the back. I know that's a concern. That's my concern too, but we're going to go for it anyway. Dressing room? All right, want to be impressed. Put on a show. Nick McAllister looking complacent. Listen, I should give him a specific talking to. Honestly, our defenders, like, need a strong defense day. Go make me proud. All right, a little bit of motivation. Not McAllister, but he's been kind of a shit mood. We'll see. Okay, let's change this because we can't do quite as many highlights here. We'll go to, you know what? We're going to go to key highlights right now. Oh, Moffat! Oh, with the shot right away. It's going to be a throw-in, but then wouldn't it have been amazing to score 15 seconds into the match? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. All right. So, yeah, things are going to go a lot faster. And when you do see a highlight, they're probably going to be a lot more significant, which is why I don't like this. Pinball game out there leading to a goal. Did not like that one bit. Damn it. Yeah, that rebound. That was rough. Lots of time ticking by. Again, not a surprise because we did dramatically pull down the previous. I don't like another highlight starting with them in control. Oh! Oh! Now that might have been a lack of fullbacks over there. This is fucking tragic. All right, let's pull back a little bit here defensively. Try not to have as many openings. This is absolutely tragic. Another highlight starting with them in control of the ball. Come on! What is going on here? Don't make me throw a water bottle. Thomas to Wigton. Back to Cole. The far boot. It is going to lead to a corner, though. Don't like this. Maybe thinking about training and not conceding first goal of the game. Oh, okay. All right, McForty clears it. Moffat's going to scoop it up before it's a throw-in for them. Okay. He's squeezed in. He's got to send it back to Mancini, who's got to go a little further back than we might have liked for tempo here. To Baird. McSwell sends it up to Adaloy right away, who's going to have to dump it off immediately to Murdoch, who's got a lot of people to send it back to, which is good. Baird continuing to run up quite a bit. Mancini's got to reset it back to McForty. Looking for a way to get it to one of the flank players. Back to Baird. McSwell. Oh! Just beats the defender there. That was really nice by McSwell. Centers it up. Thompson's not able to get. Oh, Houston's able to keep up the pressure. Centers it up again. Adaloy, it was over his head, but McSwell still got it. Centers it up to Thompson. Oh, with a beautiful header. What a set of opportunities there. And that would have been a corner as well, although we're not getting a highlight, so I guess it didn't go anywhere. It's not on time wasting. When you change your tactic in a match, it only sticks for the match. I appreciate the concern, though, because sometimes some things get missed. But yeah, no, that was just for the match itself. We're not on time wasting. Oh, okay, he's not going to have an angle. McForty clears it. No! McForty did a bad job clearing it there. Just gave it away. And just like that, we're down 3-0. What the fuck? Come on. All right, let's do a tactical change. Let's go to our 4-4-2 for now. Jesus. No, don't do it. Stick with the same one. Looking at SG, this is mostly bad luck. The tactical change hasn't even come in yet. And now we're down four scores? Well, the players are tired, and that's true. That may have been, like, unavoidable with how exhausted everyone was coming into this match. To a certain extent, that might, like... We're just coming in like, yeah, what's going on? It was one of the worst halves I've ever seen. Thrash arms. Oh, finger point. All right, a little bit of motivation, but Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Oh my God. thought that was going to lead to a rebound and them scoring again. Jesus. Yeah, just a bad game, and we can't react too much to too many things as a result of it. I'm switching to the 4-4-2 just because it's going to allow us to do more substitution on the central defenders. I'm just doing this to give us more sub options because of our exhausted players. Oh, we're 65 minutes in now, so let's go ahead and do some of those. And that's the only reason I switched, not because it's not going to make a difference one way or another into the game at this point, but it's just so that we can alleviate some of the pressure from our defenders because they are absolutely knackered now. I don't have a good sub available for any of this. Joe Chalmers. Okay, Nick McAllister. We'll bring you in to replace Jack Baird, and then Jack Baird is going to get brought in from Chalmers. That's going to have to be okay. But yeah, we're just so tired. This is our third game basically back to back to back. It's just brutal. All right, let's do those. Yeah. Thompson with an opportunity there. Yeah, I think our team is just shattered after everything. Like, no energy. It's too bad we don't have a deeper pool of subs, but we don't have like the budget for that. It'd be stupid a lot of the times. We're getting some opportunities now. Adeloy. Oh, what I should have done is gone to a super low tempo, super defensive strategy before the game because of how tired everything was. Actually, we should have gone in with the 4-4-2 plan. Just so that we would be able to work fewer exhausted people. I should have switched going into it when we saw how tired our center backs were. Yeah. Oh, that was an offside. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's exhaustion. We should not read into this. And oops. Yeah. Pause. Cancel. There's a misclick here. We're not going to read into this one. But if we know that we've got so many back-to-back-to-back games, because it's not just our central defenders, because our two wingers are getting, like, really exhausted. When they come into the game fresh, I think the 3-4-3 is working really well, but not so much. And it clearly worked okay even when we had 2 matches in a week. We had 3 matches in a week and a half. Tommy Adeloy getting a score there, too. Really beautiful. We had 3 matches in, like, a week and a half, or, like, 9 days or something like that, and that was just too much for the fact that the players were basically going to be started. The thing is, there might not have been any way around it, because even if we're switching up the tactics, we only have a few extra people. We didn't get shut out, that is true. Honestly, look at their expected goals, just shot up near the end over here. It was 1.1 to 1.5. You know, I think there was maybe a lot more luck in here than it seemed. We should not have been outgunned this badly. Maybe like a 2-1. It did go up after the 4-4-2. That is true. Probably because we weren't quite as fucking exhausted. Although it's interesting that it's not just... I mean, it's them flatlining right around here. Because this is when we changed to 4-4-2. Like, they got their goal at the same time we were doing tactics change. But then they flatlined. And it might be because, you know... I don't think it's the 4-4-2 is necessarily stronger than the 3-4-3. But the fact that we were able to bring in a few fresher boots as a result of the tactical change probably made a difference. So we should look at maybe bouncing back and forth between a couple of different ones on our busy weeks. It's actually good learning. So yeah, I'm not stressed. Don't like what I saw from the team. I mean, I gotta say this because yeah, everyone got pretty shit numbers over here. So we'll say that because it's the right thing they expect. But honestly, that was probably more of a, we got to think a little bit more meta. Here, we'll attend the press conference. Sure. Disappointing result. Back to the training ground. Yeah, sure. Training ground is important. Team suffered, must go down. What's your reaction? Weren't as bad as the scoreline reflects, but we're keen to move on. I mean, I think that's pretty accurate. Michael Moffat, 250 league appearances for Air. What do you mean to this club? You can add him to list of club legends as far as I'm concerned. Yes. Team has been in poor form recently. Showed turning things around. Can team fight back? Yes, we can turn this around. Don Thomas put in top-notch performance, quality player. Yeah, sure, he's very good. Okay. Yeah, I'm not like last week. I was kind of our results left a bad taste in our mouth. This week, not so much. Even with ending up on this loss. So we got 7 days to the next one. I think that's going to be okay. In terms of things, we should be able to play this one again. I think, although it's going to be away. I think we still are going to keep this 4-4-2 direct in the back pocket, but I think the plan, I don't think it's going to be this. So, and here's the thing, I don't know if something like this, hang on, I want to put, there we go, do like this. I don't know if something like this is in our back pocket, you know, for an alternate, or even something like this, just because it's still going to require a lot of overhead on the central defenders. It does let us go from 3 to 2 strikers, but with the triple central defender kind of dependence, I'm not sure that's the backup strat. And so all of a sudden the 4-4-2, or at least 4 at the back in some structure. 4 in the back in some structure, because then we only need 2 central defenders and we can rest a few. Or, I mean, we could do something crazy, you know, with these 3, and then maybe something like this. But if we're doing this, is that different from if, well, I mean, this way we only need 1 central defender available. But I don't think so. We don't really have support for anything kind of like that. Because we don't really have, we have like 1 guy, maybe 2 guys. Maybe 2 guys on like the same wing for attacking midfielders. Attacking midfielder tactics not really open. Although I think a single one might work. I think we've got a few options over here that we can play in this position. Now you can see even then it's not the strongest. And Moffat and Mancini obviously were already playing, so maybe asymmetric. That's true. Into the 3 center backs, 2 wing backs make the most sense. I mean, maybe, except I think for a game that is like a match that is scary, I think there's a lot of potential for maybe something like this to work, or you know, something like this, right? Again, this is sort of our 3-4-3, but a little bit more defensively minded. But the idea with our secondary tactic is to find something that doesn't require as many central defenders. So we might just play our regular 4-4-2 for that. I think that might be a little closer to the situation. The 4-4-2, especially with the cautious mentality, a little more defensive and rests some of our center backs. And then in the games where we're a little bit, when we're feeling fully rested, or any game where we're feeling like we're likely to be a little bit more dominant, we play this balanced 3-4-3. And then I don't know what we use this 3rd slot for. We can use it as a duplicate of one of our existing strategies with a slightly different mentality just to get that vibe going on. Yeah, the thing is, 4-4-2 is extraordinarily solid, but people are annoyed because it's so, like, basic. And yeah, probably what we just need to do is look for another central defender in general. I think that's an excellent idea, and that's probably what's going to happen. So for now, actually, I'm tempted to, I'm going to clear this 3rd slot. So that way there's only 2 tactics to be worked on in training, which I think is going to be ideal. And yeah, I suspect that we are going to be able to run our 3-4-3 for at least the first match. What's the schedule look like for the next few over here? So we're down over here. So yeah, that's in 7 days, then 7 days after that, then 7 days, then 7 days, then, okay, only 5 days after. Oh, no, sorry, no, then it's another 7 days. Yeah, so our schedule, well, I suspect, oh no, there's the 3rd round. Yeah, no, so the schedule going forward is going to be much better pace with about a game per week. I guess if I go into training and look at the calendar over there, that's going to be another easy way to see it. Here's our game days. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not making any dramatic changes to this bad boy over here. I think it's quite good, and I think I've got the 3-4-3 group mostly going to play this, and overall, I think I'm pretty pleased with this. Oh yeah, I guess the other thing we could consider, this extra tactic, which is going to be, you know, direct counterattack as a base, is a 4-3-3 kind of vibe. Like this. That's the other possibility. And maybe that'll be what we sit in our 3rd slot over here. I'm a little bit worried that this might exhaust the fullbacks. Although if we're playing them as fullback as opposed to wingbacks, they don't run as much. They're still really going to have to cover quite a lot of vertical space over here. On the other hand, some of the people who play in these positions don't really play any of the other roles. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to consider. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could set some of the roles to automatic so that they adjust based on the mentality. That is true. Especially on the wings. How do we set them to automatic? Oh, interesting. Not every type of position has the automatic option. Oh, maybe only in the situation where they have all three variants, attack, support, and defend, can you set them to automatic. So actually, then that means very few of these have the automatic option. Actually, yeah. I think it's more the generic roles. Like if you just set the generic central midfielder, which is a less specialized role, then you can use the automatic kind of vibe. But we are setting a little bit more of the specialized roles, so yeah. Yeah, and that's interesting. Maybe we are going to have this as something that gets practiced a little bit. This might be the simplest way to take pressure off the central defenders. Assuming we have enough people who can fill the central midfielder role. Push comes to shove, we could always go to this as well. I worry that that might leave us a little too exposed in the midfield. In which case, all of a sudden it's like, do we do something that looks more like this? And then you get to this point, you're like, well, if you're doing this, why not just play a 4-4-2? It's like, wait, hold on. How do we get here again? Because I'm not sure... Actually, we probably have enough central midfielders. Well, what we can do is we can keep this as a formation that we sort of practice occasionally. Because then what we can do is we can determine which of these three we use. This is in situations where we're tired. And then we look at, like, who's more exhausted, you know? Do we have plenty of fresh people who can play in the center midfield, but, you know, as opposed to on the wings over here? And then we can just adapt. So I think we're going to see a lot of this as our default. And then switch to either the 4-4-2 or the 4-3-3, depending on who's available, you know, who gets injured, who's exhausted, yada, 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 and adapt from there. Why not DLP in the 4-4? Well, I haven't adjusted any of the specialized role over here, right? Most likely we will still use a deep lying playmaker. In fact, what we'll probably do is at the front, do exactly what we had before. Deep lying forward on probably sort of a support role. Or no, maybe we put them on attack, actually. A pressing forward on support or maybe attack, we don't know. Probably we still want a ball-winning midfielder probably on defend. And then all of a sudden it becomes kind of interesting, yeah, where you can have your deep-lying playmaker, so probably on support. Even the ball-winning midfielder could be a little bit more supporty than defendy. Although, I don't know, maybe with this one, maybe we want it less way. And then over here, all of a sudden, we've got interesting questions on the left. Maybe this is, we go back to a box-to-box midfielder over here. Mancini can certainly cover it if he's coming into the thing rested. You know, he'll roam around a little bit more. He could play the Mezzala role as well. You know, which is a little further forward. Although with three strikers, I don't know if that's really what we need to cover. But maybe. I don't know. So that opens up a few different options over here. The actual here, these fullback roles, these might be a good place to set these to automatic, because if we're going to be going in with a very like cautious or defensive mentality, we might want them full defense, or maybe decide to scooch up to balanced or even positive, and then they'll play a little bit more aggressively. That actually seems like a relatively reasonable idea. I have no idea what the center midfielders are going to look like in this particular thing. Again, this, well, for all we know, this might end up becoming one of our major strats, right? I'm currently assuming we're going to run a lot of this, but maybe, in fact, we're going to run this more than anything because maybe it'll turn out this works better. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, we got to put a cut in here. Next live stream is going to be on Wednesday, where we're going to play, I don't know, we wrapped up our Hearts of Iron 4 last week. Not sure what we're going to start on Wednesday. Did talk about Humankind. That's a possibility for sure. Next week, not this week, but next week, there could be some Crusader King stuff that comes to live streams. We could look into something like that. I don't know. Not sure. Anyway, chat for some reason, hopefully it's not broken. Haven't seen a little post in a second. Oh, there we go. Okay, no, we're good. So we're going to raid a Kiss for Lux channel, who should be streaming right now. Let's take a look at what she's doing. She's probably doing more to Sport Manager. Indeed she is. So we're going to raid that. I'm going to see you guys on Wednesday for something. Who knows? Could do some Winged Wednesday, bring back some Flight Simulator for a change. That is possible. That's true. We'll see. All right, folks, thanks a lot for coming out. I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Bye-bye.